Welcome to part 2 of understanding expressions, and in part 2 we'll just continue building the example here. And if you remember, we set up an OLADB source and we did a select statement from the DIM customer table in AdventureWorks DW 2012. Then we're going to do a conditional split, and we're utilizing right here a expression or an expression, and we're looking for a condition where marital status is equal to M, where marital status is equal to S. Keep in mind, a single equal sign assigns a value, a double equal sign expresses equality. So I'm going to create another destination, and I'll use the destination assistant here, and I will use the AdventureWorks DW 2012 connection manager, which was built on an OLADB connection. And once again, notice conditional split has more than one output that I can use, so I'll attach that one. Notice on this output, now on this one over here, the first one we did, if you remember, we did married, okay, and on this one I will do single, and I don't have that other one in there because I've already used it. So this is going to be the single side of the split. I will right click this, edit it, and go in here, and on this one I am going to I'll do another table, and I'll leave that one on fast load, and this one will be our single employees. And so I'll change the table name. Let me just pull this out, set it to single employees. All right, just like that. Okay, then I'll check my mappings, make sure we're okay, set those up, and everything looks good. Okay, and so now let me go into the SQL Server Management Studio, and let me close all these queries that I had open before, because I don't want to confuse you with all this stuff. And no, don't save any of that. But I want you to notice here that in the AdventureWorks DW 2012, when this runs, it's going to create two tables and populate them, okay? But first, I want you to see that on the employee table here, if we're querying against AdventureWorks 2012, if I do a select all from DBO DIM employee, all right, and I execute this, you're going to notice that there's, let's see, somewhere like 296 rows here, okay? And you can see the names, first and last name, and then if I scroll on over a little bit, you can see the marital status, okay? Keep in mind, I'm only pulling first name, last name, and marital status, okay? But I want you to see that. Now, let's go run our conditional split using our expression here. So I will just right-click, tell it to execute task, see if I have fat-fingered anything, see if we get any error messages, and watch the conditional split take place here. So there it goes. It's looking pretty good so far, and I hope I did the right table. We'll just see. Notice they're running. The conditional split's taking just a moment, and again, I'll remind you, I'm in a virtual environment here. With not quite as much memory as you would normally run. Actually, I've got like 3 or 4 gigs of memory on this, but it is sharing the processor, so it's going to take just a second here, and we will see what happens. And so there, now we're completed, and let me stop this processing, and let's go take a look at our tables. Now let me remind myself right here what I pulled from. I pulled from DIM customer, not DIM employee. There must have been a marital status in DIM employee, okay? I mean in DIM customer. Let me just do this, just for fun. Let me select the top 1,000 rows here. Was there a marital status? Yeah, there is a marital status. Okay, I got lucky. First and last name. Oh well, take it the way you get it some days, right? And so now I don't see a table here, so I'll have to right-click and refresh to see the 2 new tables that just got created. And if I scroll down, you will see there's the married employees table. I'll right click and select the 1,000 rows on that, and notice on that one I got the first 1,000 rows, and notice they're all married, okay? So it loaded all the married people into this table. And then if I right click, choose 1,000 rows on the single employee table that I created, notice that it populated that one with just those 3 columns of all single people. A really neat tool. It can really do some cool things for you when you're trying to move data around and analyze data and create all sorts of cool adjustments. But that is the conditional split, and the magic with that was this condition right here, which is written as an expression. So a lot of different ways to use expressions. I would encourage you to go out onto Microsoft's website and just look up expressions in SSIS. There's a lot of pre-programmed expressions already in here that I can just drag down to use whenever I need to. And let me pull this down so you can see them. I got just a couple of minutes left here. Notice date time functions. There's all my date parts, date diffs, all that. String functions, typecast that always confuse people. Those are all there. And then let me show you the mathematical functions that are out here. So a lot of cool stuff out here with expressions. Just play with these things, get comfortable with them, and always you can use these in a lot of these various tasks over here.